Welcome back to Jake's 13 Days of Anime. Day 13, the final one, on a on a on a title screen that has the music. So that's sad. Um anyway, I'm doing this, or I have been doing this for 13 days because Inigala has a bundle going on right now. It's called the Tokyo Anime Mega Bundle, and you get a bunch of anime-related games for. It was $350 the past few days, but since Inigala its happy hour is on, and if you buy it and then you buy a gift, you get something extra. Or so, I don't really know how it works, but you get a bunch of anime games for $4.36. Yeah, so $4.36 for 13 anime games. They're not a sponsor, by the way. I just thought you should know about that stuff and how it works and things and stuff. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, let's get on with the game. Start. It came out of nowhere. Boom. Ah! Watch out, to your left. Chaos breaks out. There's a loud crashing sound and the scream of someone close. The ground shakes beneath their feet, and my heart skips a beat. The evil menacing presence of something hostile washes over me. I spin around to see the cause of this disaster. It's a fucking dragon! We have not noticed this. How did something like this sneak up on us? See the source of the scream lying beneath the claws of the beast. Blood on the ground below it. The monster thrashes without hesitation, continuing its attack on our group. Adale? Let's go with that, because it looks like it, whatever. Adele? Particularly Adele. I yell this above the chaotic noises of the battle, while trying to locate the woman who we are supposed to keep out of harm's way. I see her a little ways behind me, desperately trying not to fall off her panicked horse. Keep together. Lena, get Lady Adele away from here. Making my way towards the woman. Eyes fixed on the giant monster looming above us. Dragon opens its jaws, letting another deafening roar for crushing another couple of shoulders with its tail, and turns its head towards Adale. The horse finally stops in its tracks, front legs stiffly planted in the ground, while it stares back at the predator. I hear it shake with fear, its hind legs hide alarmingly close to the edge of the cliff. She's trapped. Damn. I leap forward and attempt to come between the dragon and Adale for it strikes. But you're just in time, twisting around to face the monster as it attacks. The Templar steps up by my side to help me get the woman to safety. Roar! Tries to dodge as the dragon snaps its jaw at him. Nudie is caught in the strike from its claw. There's a small cry of getting crushed beneath it. The dragon moves forward again before I can see what happened to him. The battleground is chaotic as the dragon fights back with quick and measured movements. They just try to attack its flank, so I'm the last one standing between the beast and Adale. There's an ominous sucking sound as the dragon inhales, about to unleash a fire attack out towards us. Then the Templar lets out a cry and stabs his glowing sword in the dragon's thigh. Then a yelp of pain and surprise, the dragon's head jerks back and lets a puff of fire into the air. Even down here I can feel the heat from this attack. Angrily, the dragon moves its attention towards the attacker. This is my chance. I race forward, hoping to get a blow in, but the dragon reacts way too quickly. Twists its body around to improve its position. Another claw lashes out to brush me aside. Quickly letting my sword, the impact between the claw and steel fills my ears. I stagger backwards from the blow, trying to get some distance between me and my enemy and take note of the situation. This isn't good. I'm getting tired and the dragon is just too powerful. Look at that thing, it's huge! There's the Templar laying on the ground near me. Is he dead? Dale. Taking another quick look around and trying to confirm her location, but then I noticed something else. The dragon lunges forward once again. This time the target is another knight on the battleground. Simon. No! My mind freezes as the dragon lowers his claws and the man holding up his sword in an attempt to defend himself. Before I know it, I rush forward in a desperate attempt to help. While I manage to take one step before a smashing pain hits me from the side. The dragon strikes me with a hammer, and my head goes blank and I feel the ground disappearing between my feet. Sense of up and down is lost as I sail through the air, wind blowing against my face. What? Before I can finish the thought, my head is struck by something hard. Did it knock me off the cliff? I think it did. That's not good. My head hurts, and my entire body. I can hardly move. Cold fear crawls up my spine as the memory of what happened slowly returns to me. The monster. The others. First my eyes open and try to move my arms so I can push myself up from the ground. Where am I? With my body upwards, pain shoots into my head. With a moan I touch it with my hand. My hair is sticky and wet. Crap. My own blood on the ground where I was lying. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. I raise my feet and stagger dizzily until I get close enough to the cliffside to lean my hand up against it. And take a closer look at my surroundings. Blah. I'm all alone. No traces of this group anywhere. A little farther away, I spot my sword tossed aside in the tall grass. That's right, I fell. In all honesty, surprised that I'm even still alive. I fell a long way. Take a look at my hand. There's some blood on it from the wound on my head. It seems like bleeding isn't all that bad at this point. So I can't stay here like this. Simon. Constantly mumble his name. Is he? Shut my eyes and first another thing was something else. I have to concentrate on getting out of here for now. Besides, I can't hear anything from up above. They've already moved on in order to regroup and get the ambassador to safety. Because if they made it, that's most likely. It's not certain that they know what came of me anyway. Oh, oops. Wrong button. Ignoring the pain in my left leg, I slowly make my way to the spot where I lost my sword. Then I continue forward, hoping to find a way back up the trail we were following. When I get that far, I may somehow be able to find out where to go next. I start along this for several minutes, trying to get to higher ground, but progress is slow and the penetrating pain in my head only grows worse. Every heartbeat, a mumbling wave rolls through me. No. I grind my teeth and try to ignore it, but it doesn't help, and soon I found my consciousness wavering as well. Can't not hear. All strength and feeling leave my legs, and I slowly sink to the ground. Darkness overwhelms me. Day one. Day one of what? Hey. Distant muffled voice as someone was calling me from the other side of the thick curtain. Are you alright? Are you calling me? Hey! Ah! Lowering my eyes, I find myself staring up at the ceiling. Where am I? I'm in a bed. I suddenly push myself up and look around. It's a small room. I'm all alone. Raising my head, checking into my room again. I feel the laptop of a bandage wrapped around it. Who did this? Then I gasp at the memories hit me. The dragon's ambush, the chaos and desperation we tried to rally and fight back. Nights crushed before they realized what was happening. And the deafening sound of the dragon's cries. I was looking for a person before I fell. Was Simon. I realized that I'm trembling. What happened? The confusion grows. A new thought makes me look around the room almost panicked. My sword, I don't see my sword anywhere. It's been taken from me. I'm overjoyed by the sound of the door opening. I look up to see a stranger with a tray enter the room. He looks up and meets my icy stare. Oh, you're awake. Walks over to the bed and places the tray on the bed table. There's some bread and a glass of water on it. My body got tense as I instinctively raise my guard towards this stranger. My ribs still hurt a bit, but I ignore it for now. Where am I? My house? He doesn't look at me while giving this curt answer. He's focused on the second cup up on the tray. Looks like a kind of tea. There's a small bag with something that looks like herb powder. She drizzles into the hot water. What is that? Your house. Finally turns to look at me as he finishes with the tea. Yes, I found you unconscious and brought you here. You almost died, you know. Speaks to me in a cold, uncaring manner, as you couldn't care less. Where is my... My gaze falls on myself, and I realize I'm wearing an unfamiliar white shirt. And I guess a glimpse of the bandages covering my wounds. What? Who? Relax, I'm not the one who changed your clothes. It was a woman, okay? Look at him again as he heard he blurts out his excuse. Well, that is kind of a relief. Where's my sword? Slightly surprised, he raises his eyebrow at this question. Now I'm going to ask for my name, or how long have you been there? My sword. He sighs and turns away to focus on the tray again. Not here. I don't want weapons in this house. What? Eat this. Here's some medicine in this cup. Make sure to drink it all. He turns around and heads towards the door. Hey! But the door is already closed behind him. Once again I find myself all alone, sitting in bed in an unfamiliar room. I took my sword away. Ready to sleep at the forest. Can I trust him? Guess glanced at the cup of hot water on the table next to me. I have no idea what kind of strange powder he put into it. On the other hand, I don't imagine anyone would poison someone so obviously. However, the smell of freshly baked bread makes me realize how hungry I actually am. And I take the bread and leave the tea alone. It's late in the afternoon. For a while I was searching my surroundings to try and get a clear idea of my current situation. Thinking of leaving this place behind to go looking for my colleagues, but after a while, the pain in my ribs and head increased. Bite my lip, I had to face the fact that leaving bed and heading out into the unknown now might be foolish. Lean back in bed, close my eyes, and rest. Birds are still singing outside the window. I don't hear any other humans nearby, so it doesn't seem like we're in a town. Looking back on the map, we were following through the mountains. This is supposed to be a wild, desolate place without any human settlements for miles. We're taking another couple of days of travel across the mountains, and then one more for reaching the next town. That's why we chose this route. Made it less likely for us to run into any enemies. It seems that the wildlife here turned against us instead. There's sound of a door opening and closing somewhere close. Is this the man who brought the food? Glance gave the impression that he left the house entirely. Maybe he just got back. There he is, attempt to find out whether he's alone, if he brought someone else with him. Doesn't sound like there's anyone else. That is a relief. Go along, the door opens again. The man from before enters. I open my eyes and watch him curiously. He didn't drink the tea. Where's my sword? Should have brought the sword already. I'm not giving it back to you. What? How dare you? Nobody ignores my protest and walks over to the bed table to pick up the cup with the cold tea. If you don't drink this, the healing process will be much slower. You have to stay here longer. I believe that's what either of us hope for. Who are you? Guards me for a second and is wondering why I suddenly changed my question like that. My name is Tobias. I live here. Where is here? The mountains. I believe you're already aware of what area you're in when you collapsed. You live here alone. He breathes another deep sigh. Stop being paranoid. I'm not your enemy. I'm not going to call anyone on you. Yes, I live here alone. As far as I know, no one else resides up this far in the mountains. How long was I sleeping? 3 days. I see. Both fall silent. Tobias glares at me for a moment, as if waiting for something, and then patiently opens his mouth again. And you? What? You never found it appropriate to introduce yourself either. My name is Lena. Not bothering a response, Tobias takes the tray and turns towards the door. Bring another cup of tea. Make sure to drink it this time. Door closes and I'm alone again. With a deep sigh, I lean back towards the back of the bed. If he lives here alone, who changed my clothes? Is he just lying to me? The rest of the day passes. The next time, I reluctantly accept the tea from Tobias. And that isn't the best I've tasted. There isn't anything particularly wrong about it. We're spending some more time in that room, feeling anxious and not knowing what is going on outside. My decision to get up the next morning. Putting myself out of bed and grimace in pain when I tried to stand on my right leg. Moving slowly and with one hand leaning on the wall, I managed to make my way to the door. Man, this is pathetic. Being weak like this really doesn't suit me. I refuse to just lie down and wait. I noticed something. Next to the door, a makeshift crutch make of a branch is leaning against the wall. Looks like it was made for me. Pick it up and continue. The other side of the door is what looks like a small and simple kitchen. By the table in the middle room there are 2 chairs. One of them sits Tobias. You're up? Yes. You'll be walking around. You're still hurt. I intend to lie there forever. Fine, take a seat. Let's bring breakfast anyway. Sit in the chair opposite of him and watch as he brings some bread and cheese to the table. I'll just put the kettle over the fire and soon smell another cup of that strange tea. Then another suspicious look as he faced the cup before me. What are you doing up here all alone? A hunter. Doesn't explain much. That's how it is. What unfriendly character. But I honestly do want to know if you found any clues to what came to the others. If he's a hunter, maybe he's seen things wandering around about in the mountains. So you were hunting when you found me? Yes, obviously. Have you... hesitate. I'm still not sure how much I can trust this guy. You don't have to be so suspicious of me. I don't care if you come from one side or the other. You're a nun or a warrior. As long as you concentrate on getting better soon so you can go on your way, we can all be happy. His outburst, Bez rises from his chair and clears his plate off the table. Then he grabs a bag near the door, turns his back to me. I have to go. Remember to drink your tea. The door closes and I'm not alone. For a second, I just sit and stare at the door. What was that? What an idiot. I needed help from that kind of person. He talks without giving me a chance to respond, takes my weapon, treats me like this. It starts hurting again, but I let myself get riled up. Better return to my room. Been traveling for, I guess I'm somebody else now? We've been traveling for 2 days on foot already. We've only 2 horses with us into the mountains. One is carrying some of our supplies, so the other is used as transport for our client whenever possible. It really is quiet. Don't worry, my lady. We've advanced with a satisfactory speed so far. You'll be home soon. Yes, you're right. Stop for a moment to take a closer look at our surroundings. That's what I said to her. I can't help but feel terribly restless myself. The man walks up to me. What is it, Elena? We're not supposed to stop for rest yet. Yes, I know. You don't seem too enthusiastic about this mission. No, sir, it's just... I shoot a glance at the woman riding the horse in front of us. To be honest, I don't believe this will change anything. I just want to stay where I can make a difference. Simon sighs. Maybe very well. Make a huge difference for us, Lena. If we get people on our side, it may be a major advantage. Just really make sure that Helen doesn't hear about it too soon. I just find it hard to believe that she'll be able to convince anyone. Have some faith, Lena. There are some things that can't be solved with raw strength alone. Try not to look like it, but she's a very influential ambassador. Her family has some very important, powerful ties. Yes, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying something like this. It's alright, I know you, Lena. There's nothing I ever doubt, it's your loyalty. Just remember that not everyone knows you that well. With that, he leaves me and joins the others. I just watch from behind as he takes the lead. Will this really change anything? Day 3. It's really more to like day 6 at this point, but whatever. Next day I walk into the kitchen once again, but Tobias has already left. Whatever he does all day. Only that bothers me. Staying alone in this silent house does bother me though. So I'd open the front door and step outside for once. Leaning against the crutch that Tobias made for me, I observed the area. It looks like the same exact area we came from earlier, because it's the same place. The sun is shining again today, and a pleasant breeze brushes through the leaves and grass. It truly is the middle of nowhere. As far as this from the path I fell. It'll take forever to get back to civilization, especially while I'm still in this shape. I'm stuck. Necessity to set these negative thoughts aside. Instead of brooding about it, I just try and find some more about where I am. Maybe some wasting time like this, but I won't be back until tonight anyway. That's usually how it is. I just start walking. Not too far from the cottage, I ascend the small hills to head further in between the trees. Soon the scenery opens before me. I find a small mountain lake in the forest. That's nice. The short trip is already taking its toll on me. I lean up against a tree near the lake, silently cursing how weak I still am. I need to get better soon, to find out what happened to the others. In any case, I'll need to go back and report on what occurred. Part of me has got to have survived, bit my lip. Suddenly something catches my attention. It was like a shadow, moving somewhere in the bushes in front of me. I scan the area. No sounds telling me that there would have been anything. Is it just me? In the corner I catch a hit of something moving. I turn my head, but don't see anything. My heart starts beating faster, my body is tense, so I prepare myself for whatever it is. Why is an animal living in the forest? But after the encounter with the dragon, I feel I should keep my guard up. There, I hear a faint rustle in the bushes to my right. Somewhere between the trees. So I grab my crutch and advance towards the sound. I can't see anything, but it continues to draw me in. I pass between the trees and leave the lake behind. Whether I see another hint of movement darting between the bushes and follow it upwards. It's teasing me? No, it must be my imagination. Far along the trees stand out. I find myself on top of a slope which overlooks a valley nestled between the mountains. The valley isn't empty as expected, looking down at a small settlement in the distance. A village? There shouldn't be any settlements up here. It's very small, but it's definitely there. From here I can see people moving between the houses. It seems very lively. For a moment, the sudden appearance of a village fills me with doubt. I can be even farther than I thought. Am I still in Tanhavis? Hesitating for a moment, I decided to descend the slope. I wander slowly through the village while watching my surroundings in disbelief. This place shouldn't exist. Some place I pass by so many curious glances, all of them unaware, obviously aware that I'm not from here. As I notice, almost everything here looks new. Are these people pioneers? Oh hi, dude. The guy on the car draws my attention. The figure looks detached from the world around him. Slowly passes through. Unnoticed by the villagers, and they have no importance to him. And lifts his head, and our eyes meet across the distance. A smile surfaces on his face where he turns away and leaves the main street, disappearing out of sight. What was that? I took a glance around, wondering if there was something fun about me to make him do that. Oh well. It's you! It's who? I jump away with the clear voice calling out for me. Hi. Who are you? As I turn around, I see a girl standing a few meters away, looking directly at me. She approaches me. The people nearby look obviously surprised by the fact that this girl appears to know me. She's the one who stitched me up. Or bandaged me. Hello. I'm so happy to see you're up and well. I was really worried Tobias brought you in. I almost thought you wouldn't make it. Who are you? Oh, I'm sorry, my name's Aaron. I hope Tobias took care of you when he first found you. I remember that Tobias saying it was a woman who changed my clothes, in spite of him later telling me that he lived here alone. Must have been this girl. Thank you, Aaron. Sorry, you're supposed to tell me about you, so I'm a little surprised. what? You didn't? That's so typical of him. But oh well, you're fine now. That's all that counts. Where is he? I don't know. He left the college before me. I did another glance through my surroundings. I know there were supposed to be any towns in these mountains. Huh? Oh, I see. Of course you wouldn't have mentioned it. It's only nervously averts her eyes if I was just remembering something. But I said he was the only one living here. Is he part of this village as well? Do you want to answer my questions now? Is it a secret? Vice protects this place. You like he never intended to let you know existed. What is your name? Alright, I am Lena. Welcome, Lena. And lights up a little and smiles at me. Hope you'll get better soon. If you ever feel like, drop by my place. We'll make you something to eat. And I'll return a courteous smile. Thank you, Aaron. Be careful, even though this is mostly a peaceful place, there are all kinds of dangerous creatures living in these parts. Usually they stay away from the village, but people like to patrol the premises to make so that no one runs into a hostile animal. I'll be fine. My sister's getting impatient by now. I'm off. See you later again, Lena. Aaron waves and hurries off. Once again on my own in this strange little place. Wonder what to do next. Where am I? Seems so new. A hidden village in the mountains? Wondering about this, make our way down the road, watching life pass around me. As everyone continues to stare at me, it's obvious that I'm a new face here and makes me uncomfortable. Close to the edge of the village, between two houses and a couple of children are playing. One of them is chasing around a hen. Marley, you're scaring it away. Mom will be mad at us. Just shut up. I'll get it. Don't be such a spoil sport. Ah, look out. The hen dashes past the boy and yells at his sister. Heads towards his tree line. Ah, come back. What was that? She's about to move on. I feel unsettling presence. Come back to the children. There's something moving in the bushes near the fleeing hen. Wait! Go after them with the pace that feels tormentingly slow to me. The boy is cornered the hen by a tree a few meters ahead. Ah, see, I told you I'd catch it. Pelly moves towards to get a hold of the panicked hen. It is. The bushes behind the boy rustled. Something comes out, lunging out. Hiya! Marley! Curdy crutches swung an arc through the air, cutting into the attacking shadow. Whatever it is sent flying. The boy looks back at the spectacle. His mouth open in surprise. Crutch uses a mock sword. Suddenly lose my balance as I step down on my bad leg. I choose up through the leg and bite my teeth together as I stumble backwards. Instead of falling to the ground, my back bumps into something. My arms being caught from below keep me from falling over. Take it easy there. You're like you're in a state fit for jumping around like that. Oh, it's that guy again. Where the fuck did you come from? Huh? I opened my eyes and realized I fell backwards in the arms of a stranger. Some swing. You alright? Using a tone in his voice makes me frown in annoyance. Do you just kinda let go of me? I found friends in my complaint. Ah, so cold. Are you sure you can stand? It helps me as I find my balance with the crutch. I turn around and see it more clearly. But that was impressive, even if it were only a small one. It wasn't fast enough to do anything about it. I need to take a proper second look at the thing for it sent flying. For some sort of creature I didn't know. Probably one of the hostile animals Nira is talking about. It was they'd been aiming the hen, not the boy. It really been that threatening presence I felt. Could I have been wrong? Until I noticed that the man is still standing there, watching me. Not from around here, are you? I'm afraid to hear myself, but sure I noticed someone like you. And you say I just arrived today. I see, my name is Gavin, and you are Lena. Lena, nice to meet you. Not every day that you get to see a new face in this town. Excuse me for saying it. I can't help but get the impression that you have had a rough start in these parts. Maybe a small nod towards my bandages. It has been an easy trip. Well, I had my difficulties on the way here. He laughs lightheartedly. Oh, that was amazing! I looked down and noticed two kids from before. The boy was holding the hen in his arms. Where did you learn to do that, miss? Oh, that's... You! Who's... Someone else is... mad at me. This is the second time today someone calls out to me in that manner. I know right, I turned my head. It seems so familiar. Being between the trees not far away. Oh, hi, Tobias. How's it going? I'm just out in the town. What are you doing here? There's a surprise and then anger. This is the first time I've seen him riled up like this. He hastily approaches us. You're supposed to stay in the cottage. You can tell me what to do. I'll leave if I want to. You two know each other? Everyone looks both surprised and amused by this. Tobias uses some angry glare. You stood out. It's none of your business. None of his business? What is this place? None of my business? What? You told me you lived here alone. They had found me and brought me back. So what is this town? You're right. It is none of your business. All I have to do is get better and go back from where you came from. Your kind has nothing to do here. My kind? Hey, aren't we going a little overboard here? But I just want you to give the nice lady a break. She's gonna be yelling at a woman when she's hurt. She ignored another icy stare. Tobias finally backs down. Fine, do whatever you want. Then he turns around and leaves on the spot. Oh my, he certainly was in a good mood. Oops. I stand there looking in the direction where Tobias disappeared. I guess it's about time we got back to town. What do you say? Kevin notices the kid's been watching our quarrel with wide eyes. Yeah, alright then. Kids look at me. What about you? Going to just stand there? Yeah, I'm gonna stand here and... I don't know. Really after I find myself in a small inn. So it looks like it is still under construction, but it is already in use. Kevin's places a table near the wall, and I see another familiar face approach us. There you are again. Just sit tight. I'll get you something good. You work here? My sister and I run this place. Just relax. This is on me. And disappears out of sight. Before long, she returns with 2 plates of dinner for us. Enjoy! Thank you, Aaron. That's very nice of you. Don't mention it. Oh, by the way, did you remember to drink your tea? Tea? Yes, I believe I gave Tobias some tea for you. Oh, that. It's from you? My sister made it. She's really good with her herbs and healing. If you drink it, you'll get better much faster. Thank you. Remember that. Aaron just smiles and then returns to her duties. The tea had come from her, too. You know her, too? Oh, not really. It seems she was one of the people who helped me when I got hurt. See, you stayed pretty far in these mountains when you got hurt. What are you doing all the way up here? Because I shouldn't be asking that just yet. Oh well. Everyone has their own reason for being here. Reasons? Isn't obvious? It feels full of secrets. This is to the teasing smirk. He's making fun of me. But he has a point. Hidden village all the way up in the mountains. Can't imagine why anyone ever settled down in such a secluded place without a good reason. I'm not sure what kind of place I've ended up in. So, what is your reason for being here? Mine? It's a good question. I'm afraid, also quite... What? Oh, hold on. Blah. I'm afraid I also can't quite answer yet. There you go. I was trying to say quite instead of can't for some reason. I don't know why. Watch him carefully. There's something about this guy that tells me to stay on my guard, but I'm not really sure what it is. He's working with the enemy! Oh no! I don't know. Maybe. At the end of the day, I return to the cottage. Tobias is inside. He's cleaning one of his hunting knives and doing his best to ignore my entrance. I'm not gonna let him off that easily, though. Why? Brian looks up. Why what? Why don't you tell me about the village? Because I did not intend to let someone like you know about it. Do you believe you would bring me here and I wouldn't notice? You're so against one of my kind coming here. You should let me lying where you found me. Trust me, I'm beginning to believe I should have. It definitely pisses me off. Ever since I got here, he's acted this way towards me. Because I began to doubt why he even bothered saving me in the first place. Give me my sword and I'll leave. Leave? He jumps from his chair. Walk out on that condition, you'll die. You're just complaining about your things again. I've already put them in your room for you. Good. That immediately turn around and head for the bedroom, not sparing him another glance. Please that I find all my things on a chair in my room. My sword is lying on top of my damaged uniform. Pick it up and just watch it in silence. Strange, almost as the sword contains an important part of me. When it's here, do I feel secure? What a sentimental way of putting it. Put the sword aside with a sigh and take a look at my uniform. It's in bad shape from my fall from the cliff. Most of the blood stains have been removed. Apparently, Tobias or Aaron washed it and fixed it for me. Most likely Aaron. I can't imagine Tobias doing that much for me. Looking through my things, I realized my dagger is missing. But I lost it in the fall. Paul's surface of a shield-shaped dome catches the light and reflects the emblem of the rose engraved on its front. Proof that I'm a Templar. The other side of the emblem is blank and smooth. Just the unwashed surface in deep thought. This is where the symbol of my family was supposed to be. As the crests of all the Templar have been engraved in their emblems for identification. I remember seeing Simon's emblem once, thinking how beautiful his family's crest has been. Blank page. Looking at my emblem always reminds me of this. My little trip has worn me out more than I initially thought. My head is hurting again and I'm feeling awfully tired. I don't like going out and talking to Tobias again, so I put my emblem back in its place and I lie down on the bed to rest for the evening. Tell me about the rose. Darkness is falling and we have made camp for the day. Delia is sitting in front of the fire with a cup of tea, posing this request as I approach her. The rose? Yes, we don't know that much been career. Apart from how the Templars of the Blue Rose supposed to be exceptional warriors with special abilities. But they really are. I'd like to know. Watch the flames for a while, considering how to best explain it. The rose is from we Templars draw our power, the source of energy we can connect with, and thereby do things we otherwise would not be capable of. It is a gift. Energy, you mean like magic? Ellie watches me curiously. I've heard the country of Korea has a strict view on magic and the occult. Even more than the Venus. Only the priests are allowed a kind of magic, but it is very weak. With a small verses of prayer, they draw magic through objects called symbols and use them for different purposes. Yet, the views in these otherworldly things aren't so different in these two countries. Just the degree of what is acceptable and not. No, not exactly. I'll tell you a story about the rose if you're interested. Go on, need to pass the time anyway. Taking a small pause to recall that old story before I began. But I heard it for the first time. I remember it clearly. It was years ago. I was still a little girl running around down the hall and coming upon that tall statue. A beautifully shaped woman of stone holding a rose in her hands, eyes closed. She looked both serene and beautiful as she stood in that hall, as if time didn't move around her. Who is that? The old caretaker smiled at my question. That is Lady Evadon. She's the reason Templars Blue even exist. Templars, how so? A very long time ago, there was a war in Venice. Lady Evadon had lived peacefully in her lord's castle, far away from the front. But soon, the war moved closer and closer to her home, as Tefez was losing the fight. One day, the castle itself was under siege. Overrun by enemy soldiers, enemies was ruthless, destroying everything as they went. They even burned down the lady's beautiful rose garden. As all seemed to be lost, and many others, including the lord, evacuated the castle. Evadon stayed behind with a few loyal knights guarding her. Got those knights to her, and prayed for them while holding the very last blue rose from the garden in her hands. He prayed on this beautiful flower, the knights felt the renewed energy granted to them. They turned the battlefield where Evadon sat and prayed. Suddenly the tides turned, and these knights fought a brave battle with a power never seen before. The enemy was defeated, and the last survivors fled. Knights are said to be the ones that later formed the Templars of the Blue Rose. They still borrow the powers of the rose whenever they go to battle. Why did she stay behind? I don't know. Maybe she had strong faith in the beginning that she would be able to make it. Looking up at that beautiful statue, I think at that moment she became something like an idol to me. Lady Avedon and her flower. That's it? In short, yes. Doesn't really explain anything at all. Birds are brown and discontent. Continues to stare into the bonfire. In short, Lady Avedon's prayer still exists, expecting the knights fighting for her home. And those who train and pledge loyalty to her will be able to form the connection with the rose and make use of its powers. And you can do that too, I take it. Of course, milady. Otherwise I wouldn't be a Templar. I guess that's true. I guess. For when I felt tempted to snap back at her, but instead I continued making explanation and attempt to change the topic away from me. Well, in practice, we Templars make use of this connection and draw strength from energies in nature around us. That's the gist of it. How about someone like me? Can a normal person like me learn to do all that? That's a hard question to answer, my lady. It takes much determination, training, and discipline to be able to form the connection. If you finally make the attempt, according to the teachings, you'll only be able to do so if the Lady Avedon agrees with, accepts you. That one. Is that so? Anyone can do it. You're even listening to me? It'd be fun to try. Yes it would, wouldn't it? If I ever get the chance, haha. That makes a bitter smile. I get the impression she's talking more to herself than me now, and just when the conversation is over. Leave me alone, leave my head back. Starting up at the dark sky. Night falls and countless stars are glittering above us in the mountains. Still a long way to go for reach our goal. Day 4. Next morning, I dressed in my own clothes and shot my sword at my side. Spice has prepared food for me in the kitchen. As always, he places the plates on the table as I enter and then leaves the room without a word. The usual steaming cup of tea is there as well. This time I'm ready to drink all of it and distracted by Aaron. Then I head out again, still up along by the crotch. Instead of going straight to the village, I go back out towards the tree towards a small lake I had found. The forest is peaceful and silent. I sit down with my back towards a large tree facing the lake for closing my eyes. Alright. I think I'm done for now with this. So we'll pop a save on the second one, because fuck that first one, who needs it? Now back to the music. I'm gonna load my save and go on the menu and then end it, because there's music, and it's where there's no music on the title screen for some reason. Anyway. So, yeah. This is Blue Rose. It's alright. It's fantasy based. There's a little conflict in the village and stuff. It's fine. And, that brings us to the end of this little series thing I've been doing. Because there's no more games in the bundle. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this little series, let me know. Or if you joined any games that I did, then let me know that too. Or if you're just watching this because you want to know about the game and don't care about this series I did probably a long time in the past, then yeah, whatever, that's fine. But anyway, for the few that will watch this soon, after posted, the bundle is still going on. When I upload this, there'll still be 5 days left. So, and I'll be leaving a link in the description if you want to get a bunch anime games for $4.36, $4.36, and also happy hour. And that means you get a gift if you buy a gift for someone else. I don't I don't know how it works really. But yeah, so that's all the games in the bundle. And I don't know, something like this comes out again, I might do it again. I had fun. Nice opportunity to, I don't know, just expose myself to a lot of different games that I had to play. Because, you know, if I didn't play it, it would kind of defeat the whole purpose of the 13 days and thing. Yeah. Anyway, I'll stop rambling at this point, because you probably don't care. And, so yeah. So, there's a link in the description. There's links to the past days. And that's it. So, have a good day and goodbye.